Alright, so now we're here with the wrap-up show.
Gonna do our wrap up of this whole entire convention. E3 is hype. I love
Oh.
this time of year. This is my favorite time of year by
I
far.
love E3. It's so great.
So we're gonna be going over every single show,
Right, we're gonna do
the best moments of E3, versus the worst moments of E3.
highlights of each individual show.
Mm-hmm.
Then the highlights of all of E3.
Yeah.
Then the worst.
Yeah.
Best indie games or smaller developers shown. And then our own personal game of the year. Or game of the show.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's go.
Let's start out with the first press conference that we had, which was EA. Something that had me excited for pretty much the whole entire showing that they had was Unravel 2. I liked it. I actually really liked it.
I kind of meant to look and see how much it costs because I'm interested.
I'm sure it's 20, but the thing about that game is that it's only local multiplayer. So that's the worst thing.
Ooh, I didn't know that. I probably will not buy it then.
That's buyer's beware. But game looks really exciting though. If they bring freaking online play, hell yeah, I'm gonna be playing it all the way. Game looks really exciting though.
Yep.
I'm gonna be playing it probably whenever it goes on sale.
Yeah. Then we got Sea of Solitude.
Sea of Solitude looks really great.
Another EA.
I really liked the the indie person, or I really like it whenever any indie dev goes on stage and actually talks about their press conference.
I both love it and hate it at the same time.
I love it. It's
great.
Like,
I love seeing.
Sometimes it's a little bit awkward, but sometimes it's like, oh, like this is their first time on stage. They're live in front of so many people, and they are like, this is their time to shine, and I love that so much.
I love.
That's why I like indies so much, because that's why I love indies so much. It's because this is their time to shine.
Right. Well,
this is like, it's something like different.
It's not just that too. It's a big part of it is like the fact that you can see how much passion they have for their game.
Yeah, and this person, she was talking about it, or the person that was introducing Sea of Thieves, or
Sea of Solitude.
Sea of Solitude was talking about how like this is a story that actually means something to her, because she like she wrote it whenever it was like one of her darkest times and everything.
Right.
Like I love indie games because this is a thing, like this actually means something to them. It's not gonna be like, okay, we're going on to the next game and like, oh, whatever, I'm just working on from Assassin's Creed to the next Assassin's Creed. It's like, oh shit, like we're gonna move on to something different, and this is gonna be something that actually means something to me. It's like, that's awesome. I love that so much.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I'm excited to see more from it and to check it out.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think we got a release date.
No, I don't think so either.
But cool, I'm in. Star Wars Jedi, I think it was called Fallen Order. I actually didn't write the name down and didn't look it up.
I kind of forgot, to be honest, but
it was a terrible showing, but it's the only Star Wars game that they showed, and I was hyped anyway. Yeah, not much known about it. It is between episode 3 and 4, and it's coming holiday next year. That's about all they said.
Pretty much. I'm excited for it though.
Yeah.
I like it. If you give the name Respawn, or like Respawn is making a Star Wars game, hell yeah.
Right.
Terrible showing though.
Yeah.
100% just terrible showing.
Like, at least show a logo. Like, it would have taken your developers, it would have taken them like an hour to build a logo video. Like, you didn't have to show any Star Wars stuff, just have the logo come out of the black and be like, there you go. It doesn't even have to be a finalized logo. It could just be the name of the game in like Times New Roman font. It would have been better than what they did.
Yeah.
All right. And then obviously they closed with Anthem, and
Anthem
that
looks hype.
was great. I'm so psyched
Anthem
for
looks
that game.
really hype. Uh, this showing of Anthem wasn't the greatest, but still, I
no,
am very excited for Anthem.
The trailer they started with was real good.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I'm so
they
excited for
talked
Anthem.
a lot.
I cannot wait for this
game. They talked a lot, which is cool, but it's not really the place for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the gameplay of it looked really cool too. Like they did like a mission. So
gameplay, it looks awesome. I cannot wait for this game.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
And that was about it for the highlights from EA. The sports games, if you're into those, there wasn't really a lot new, but
not for me really.
No, they are for me, and I don't really care. They weren't like hype moments.
Yeah.
So then Microsoft went next.
Coming out swinging with freaking Halo Infinite.
Right. So I've actually learned a lot more about this game.
Mm-hmm.
This was not a trailer to show off the game. It was a trailer because they built an entirely new engine for Halo with a whole new art style.
Good for them, yeah.
They show it really quick, like built on the Slipspace engine, but they don't really say anything. So basically they came out and they said in a briefing from 343, they said this is the biggest, most innovative Halo yet, which, whatever, developers speak.
That's just corporate speak, yeah.
But they were like, it's so new and big that we couldn't build this game with any existing tool on the market. So we had to build our own engine from scratch, which is awesome.
That's a little bit, I'm skeptical on that, but yeah.
I mean, that's why new engines get built, is because the old ones can't do what they want to do. Like, why would you build a new engine?
They're old engines, but like, I don't know, something inside the Fox engine or something like that could have.
Well, but that's not owned by Microsoft.
Exactly. That's the reason.
I mean,
They said like,
no
all
tool
the in the whole entire world
they didn't
not
say
do
that.
this. It's like,
they
no,
said,
that's just because.
They didn't say that. They said we didn't have access to an engine that could do what we wanted to do with this game, which is
good on them for bringing a new engine and everything.
Right.
Looks good though. Really.
Yeah.
Like the scenario, if that's how gameplay looks, then hell yeah, it looks fucking beautiful.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps. We knew about this game. It looked freaking great. I don't know. I almost left it off this because we didn't really learn anything. Comes out in 2019. No
game
date.
looks beautiful though.
Yeah.
Then,
arguably, despite it not being games, arguably the biggest moment of the conference.
Moment of like, this is one of the biggest moments of all of the whole entire show.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk about that later, but this is such a big moment for them.
Yeah.
They announced 5 new studios coming to the first party studios coming over.
Yeah.
And that is
huge.
Very big for Xbox. They definitely need that because this is they don't really have first parties really. They have a few, but this is good for them to bring over. I think that sure, a lot of these first parties are smaller, but still these are, I think they have pretty much the same amount of studios as Sony's first party. And that's pretty awesome.
Okay, so I'll run through the names really quick and talk about them for a second. The Initiative is a brand new studio, not bought.
So
that one's going to be huge.
That one for sure is gonna
they're looking. They said they're looking to build quadruple A games. So basically, The Last of Us style, Uncharted, these crazy huge blockbusters.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Then Undead Labs is the State of Decay.
State of Decay.
That's huge for the studio.
Pretty big, yeah. I think they're pretty much double A, I would say.
Right. I don't think they're ever going to be dropping huge games.
Yeah.
Playground.
But I'm excited to see them grow under the gigantic, or I'm excited to see all of these studios grow under, the money that Microsoft can bring.
Absolutely. Playground is the Forza developers. But then
that's awesome.
They basically all but announced that they're working on Fable. He was and they're working on another open world game for a RPG game for us that we can't talk about right now. and like kind of smiled, and I'm like, look, everybody already knows it's Fable that leaked months ago.
Mm.
Ninja Theory, which is the Hellblade developers, which is a crazy get for them.
I am 100% all like I want to see, because they are the level that I could see them making a AAA game.
Yeah, they're.
I know that Hellblade, they said that this is like a return to AA, but
Yeah.
they have the status to where they can be AAA, 100%.
Yep.
They could be on the same quality even as Naughty Dog.
I mean,
like they make their
Hellblade
games
is
that are very great.
shorter, but it's basically on the level of Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
Like by itself, and that was developed by them with like 40 employees.
Yeah. So I could see like under Microsoft, I could see them going like completely all in. This is awesome for them.
And then Compulsion Studios, which is the We Happy Few devs.
Yeah. It's cool that they're going all in on this game. Like
I'm actually surprised.
The game is not even coming out. That's actually very surprising that the game isn't even out, and they're like, you know what, guys, we're all in on this game. Like we are completely in on this.
The surprising
part
really
cool.
is that game is still coming to PlayStation.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. It's on early.
No.
Yep, I will bet you any amount of money you want. It's on the PlayStation Store.
It's on PC.
It's in early access on those, but it's already on the PlayStation Store for pre-order.
It is coming. It's like what? I wasn't expecting that. I thought that was just Xbox One.
No, they had announced when they first showed that game it was going to be early access on Xbox and PC, but it was going to be on all consoles at launch.
I think that it's just because it's published by Gearbox that they're coming out with it. But now, since they're now owned by Microsoft, they're going to be releasing more for Xbox One.
Yeah, I think their next game will be exclusive, but this one's already announced for that system. There's probably pre-orders.
It's gonna be another of, I think, as well as like Minecraft or something like that. That also has the Microsoft logo whenever you're introducing the game. So that's weird.
Right, that's gonna be real strange.
Yeah.
Division 2 was shown here. We'll talk about it more on the Ubisoft section, but this
had a good section of gameplay.
It was shown very differently here than it was at the Ubisoft stage, and both were great. So this
good section of gameplay in this.
Yeah,
I'm excited for this game.
They killed it at this conference. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. The new FromSoft game.
And From Software, man.
Freaking
From Software killing it.
Called that one before the conference that it would be on Microsoft stage. This guy.
Sekiro looks really cool.
Yeah.
I'm really like, God.
It looked really cool.
From Software makes really great games.
But I think I would have left it off this list if it was on the PlayStation stage. Because we already knew it was coming. But the fact that it came to Xbox made it a bigger moment. In my mind, anyway.
Yeah, it definitely was. Session got announced.
Yeah.
The freaking skating game that people have been waiting for.
We'll talk about it a little bit more in the indie games because this is a Kickstarter.
It's not really indie. It's like
this is a Kickstarter game.
Oh, it's actually exciting.
It was made by like a group of, I think they said like 10 guys who.
It looks like a AA game, so that's actually cool.
They basically are huge skate fans, and EA won't put out skates, so they're like, we'll do it.
Yeah, that's actually awesome. Good for them. And of course, the moment that made me fucking excited as hell, Cuphead DLC. It's coming over. Let's go.
Exciting.
Whew. New levels or new bosses. Playing as Miss Callus as well. That's pretty cool, actually. Play as a new character. Yeah, I love Cuphead. The like art style and everything. I did not think that they were gonna come out with DLC. I thought that they were just gonna come out with more. But yeah, it looks fucking amazing. I love Cuphead. Another thing that people have been waiting for years for is Devil May Cry 5 got announced as well.
Yep. Big game.
Gigantic game.
Another huge surprise that it's on Xbox's stage, because a lot of people were saying this is probably going to be a Sony exclusive before this weekend.
Not Sony exclusive, but it was definitely going to be like on the Sony side because
I mean, like,
Devil May Cry is mostly like associated with PlayStation at least.
So I watched the Kind of Funny post show, and Tim, who is a huge Devil May Cry fan, said he didn't think this game would be on Xbox. And it was
Didn't think they would be on the Xbox stage,
No,
but
no,
definitely
no.
it's gonna be coming to everything.
He didn't think it would be on the console.
Well, DMC came over to
Later.
Xbox One or Xbox.
I'm pretty sure that was after, like, it wasn't at launch. I could be wrong. He was very surprised it was even announced for Xbox, let alone at their stage.
Yeah, it came over. It came over to everything, yeah.
Okay. I'm just.
This is
repeating
also a
what he
Ninja
said.
Theory game. Well, it makes sense because this is a Ninja Theory game, so it's gonna be over there, actually.
Devil May Cry is Ninja? No. Wait.
Yeah.
I thought Devil May Cry is Capcom. Definitely is.
It is Capcom, but DMC at least was made by Ninja Theory. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Great game. Actually.
Gears of War 5 was the
I
next
like that
one.
they dropped. It's just Gears 5.
True.
I like that they just.
Is it?
They
though,
dropped the
or
of
is that
War.
just the title sequence?
That's the title.
All right. Well, either way, everyone's gonna call it Gears of War.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be Gears of War, of course, but like I like that they dropped it just Gears 5.
Big hype
Just like-
moment. Also, apparently, this is the first time ever that Halo and Gears were showing off at the same E3.
Really?
Yeah.
That's insane.
So that's a
actually insane.
big hype.
Yeah.
Coming out next year. And then
Mhm.
they closed out their show with Cyberpunk trailer.
Cyberpunk 2077. This trailer, this whole announcement was very exciting. Like this looks very cool. I love this game.
Really cool. The
I'll
world
talk about it later, but God, this-
looks great. I wish we would have seen more than just a
this is
CG
so fucking
trailer.
cool.
But the
Mhm.
game's still probably a couple years off, so I'm not too worried about it. All right.
But that closed off the Xbox conference. Now we're going to be going over to the next show, Bethesda. Happened later that night.
Yeah. One of the weaker conferences,
Mm-hmm.
because most of what they showed here was already shown at Xbox with a little more detail, but it was still very strange that they had their
Yeah.
own show. So they started off with Tomb Raider, showed a gameplay section.
Are we going to
Looks-
Square Enix or are we going to Bethesda?
Well,
just said
somehow I
Bethesda.
skipped over Bethesda.
Yeah.
Let's just do Square because I started.
Yeah. I started out
Okay.
with the next horse conference, Bethesda. and then I was
Somehow
like,
I skipped over it. All right, we'll just do Square really quick and then we'll go back.
Yeah.
So Square is the one that showed everything at Xbox's stage already.
Yeah. This was very weird. I
They
don't think that
they should
Square
not have
Enix-
had their own conference. I don't know why.
I feel like they did, except they shouldn't have done it in this way. This, like we'll talk about it later, but the deep dive that they had in Smash, I feel like they should have had like the 25-minute moment for Kingdom Hearts 3. Like this is such a big game for them that they needed, like they should have actually
Instead,
taken like the 30 minutes just to show Kingdom
We'll
Hearts 3.
skip to that. That
Mhm.
Kingdom Hearts literally played the same trailer as they did on the
Except for
Xbox stage.
A few
And
more
added,
scenes, but
added
still,
like
it was
it wasn't even scenes, it was like 2-second clips chopped in.
yeah.
Like there was,
But
it
it
was
was-
basically the same exact trailer.
It was the same exact trailer from the Xbox
Real
stage,
fucking weird.
which was they did not need this. We got a deep dive into, or not really a deep dive, but we got to dive into Tomb Raider. Looks really great as
Right,
well.
Showed like a
Um,
10-minute gameplay section. Looked real cool. I'm in.
Tomb Raider looks awesome. I cannot wait for this game. Octopath Traveler got like a little bit of a trailer. Captain Spirit, we got a little bit more of a deep dive in. It's
Yeah,
this,
not too
the
much.
same exact freaking
Yeah,
same exact trailer that we
same
saw
trailer,
from Xbox,
but yeah,
of
the
course.
devs talked for a minute from Don't Nod.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like a side story that you're gonna hear about somewhere in Life is Strange 2. Very strange that they said that and then didn't show off Life is Strange 2.
Coming out in 2 weeks from now, so the
Oh yeah, and for free.
June 26th for free.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Just Cause 4 was also at the Xbox stage.
Mm-hmm.
It showed a little more. It looks cool, I guess, if you're into Just Cause. Like, blow up everything.
Pretty much, it's just like Just Cause normally, except they have some cool weather effects, and the engine looks actually, it's a reworked, or it's a reworked engine, so the engine looks very good.
Yeah.
They were showing off a little bit more at the PC conference yesterday. They were mostly just showing off like the engine.
Okay.
But the engine looks fantastic. The weather, like the physics engine, looks fantastic.
They said they did a new physics engine, so that's cool.
So it looks cool. It's just Cause isn't really for me.
Yeah.
I'll pick it up on sale if it's there, but it's not really like not a day one purchase.
Yeah, and then they showed a really quick new IP for the Quiet Man. It was a live action mixed with gameplay. It was interesting. I'm intrigued, but I don't know what. Nobody knows what it is. There's not even a release year on it. I don't think. So.
Yeah.
I mean.
Looks interesting.
I'm intrigued. I want to know more, but they're releasing more in August. They said, which would be Gamescom. So that's cool.
Yeah. It's exciting.
And that's it. That was one of. It's between Square and EA for me for the weakest conference.
Yeah.
But then we'll go back to Bethesda because we skipped over them.
Yeah. So Bethesda started out with some Rage 2.
I mean, it's a fast-paced Twitch shooter with vehicles.
It's definitely not a day one for me, but it looks cool. I like the style of it. I
mean, the game looks incredible.
It looks colorful, which is good. Game looks incredible as well.
Yeah.
Gameplay looks fun as well, just teleporting around. Pretty much the same, not the same pace, like the same fast pace as Doom, but still like how, like that same kind of style as Doom, really. It seems fun though.
Yeah. Spring 2019.
Speaking of Doom, speaking of Doom, we got Doom Eternal announced as well. This is the biggest freaking moment of Bethesda for me. I love this thing.
You are
I love Doom.
Very much in the minority on that.
I mean, it's my favorite. Doom.
I mean, it looked good.
It's my favorite.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Doom looked bad, but you're definitely in the minority saying it's the. Most
I know I'm definitely in the minority. Doom looks really great. It's my favorite Bethesda title. I'm excited for it. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
It looks really cool.
Then they went into a real deep dive on Fallout 76.
Fallout 76 looks good as well.
Open world, shared world, kind of MMO-ish thing. 4 times the size of Fallout 4 in West Virginia. Prequel.
Online?
Always online. Not a huge server. They said there'd be like 20 to 30 people.
Yeah, that's awesome, actually.
You can team up with your friends in 4-person teams. You can send nukes at people. Like full nukes, not like the nuke cannon. Sure, whatever.
If I get a group of friends together, then hell yeah, I'm gonna be playing this. Other than that, if they fix like the combat system, because I am not really a big fan of like the shooting inside of Fallout, it doesn't feel great to me.
I said Fallout's never really been my thing, so
yeah,
I
like the world of Fallout and everything. But if friends get together and play it, hell yeah, I'm gonna be playing it. If not, I'll pass. To be honest.
Yeah.
So the main Bethesda team, they're working on Fallout right now, but they just announced their new IP. They're the first time in like 20 years that they said or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was like 20 or 15 years. Starfield. Looks exciting. Looks like the space game. I love space. So
Yep.
hell yeah, I'm completely.
Looked cool. And then yeah, Elder Scrolls 6 was also teased. Didn't even have a sub
Like the actual title.
subtitle. Like it was just Elder Scrolls 6 over like this bright, happy looking forest kind of world. So clearly not Skyrim 2.
Definitely not coming out
I'm very okay
anytime soon.
No, that game's 2 to 3 years out.
No, not even 2 to 3 years out. That's freaking 10 years out.
Definitely not.
No, because the next thing that they're working on is Starfield.
They have like 5 teams.
Years. No, this is the main Bethesda team.
I guarantee you they wouldn't have announced Skyrim or Elder Scrolls 6 if they weren't gonna even start until after Starfield.
They're not coming out with anything until after Starfield. Yes.
I bet you.
This is the main Bethesda team. The main Bethesda team comes out with games every 4 years or so. They're working on Starfield right now.
I bet it will be less than 4 years.
Until what? Until
Elder Scrolls is
Elder Scrolls? Nah.
Yep.
100% no. That is a next gen title.
Yeah.
They've already said it's
You don't think 4 years is next gen?
Next year, yeah. I feel like next or 4 years is next gen, but
yeah.
I feel like we're not gonna get a Elder Scrolls until like 2020.
2020 is in 2 years.
No, like 2023 or something like that. It's not coming out anytime soon.
2023 is only 5 years.
Shut up.
I said 4.
They're not coming out with that game anytime soon. That game is not going to be announced for a long ass time.
I bet Starfield and Elder Scrolls come within a year of each other. They're not the same studio.
No, they're the same studio.
No.
This is the main Bethesda team. This is the main Bethesda team. They're not 2 studios. This is 1 team. This is 1 central team that they work on their big AAA games together. Like
also they're not working on Fallout. That's a different team.
Okay, so they've been working on Starfield.
Yeah.
And, like I imagine that they're not even that way, not even too close to being done with that because we only saw a logo for that one as well.
Yeah. I agree. I think that's why I said they'll come out close to each other.
Nah, man. Doubt it. 100% no.
Anyway, we'll move on to Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Great show.
Good show.
Beyond Good and Evil 2 was great. Came out, looked good.
Great, or looked really great. If that's actually like the cutscenes and everything looked really good. Actually, just bought Beyond Good and Evil for my PC.
Nice.
Let's see how it runs. But yeah.
They also have the
really
cool thing with Hit Record, which I think is one of the coolest things of E3.
This is actually a really cool thing.
Like
Hit Record deal with that, bringing over people that are excited for this game. They're gonna want to create art and everything for this, and you can actually see your stuff inside this game, and that's awesome. Actually,
yeah,
it's really fucking cool.
Yep, really cool.
Your art, your music, your stuff inside of this game. That is awesome.
I put Trials Rising. It's not really that big of a deal, but it is different for this franchise where you have a ton of people racing at once.
Mm-hmm. It's cool.
I just wanted to throw it out there.
Good announcement as well.
Yeah.
From them.
Then more Division 2. They came out here, said all the DLC is free for year 1. Each one's going to have a whole new story, new arena. There's going to be 8-player raids.
Raid content.
You're gonna
8-player raid content.
You're gonna specialize once you finish the mission into 3 different classes. It looks awesome. Nothing about this game was negative for me for either conference they showed it at. Like it was all positive.
For me, I'm a little bit speculative because the first one was good. It's that it was a little bit weird. So I want to see what they do different.
Play it because they nailed it. But no.
The first one is great, except it just like it felt empty to me. So
Right, but
I
they
want to
fixed
see
it.
what they do. Did they fix how empty it felt?
I
Because
mean,
it
not the
felt
city,
like I could.
but the city's in a plague zone. Why
Yeah.
would people? And there's
No,
people
I mean like
wandering
how
around.
there were like all these like buildings and everything that I couldn't walk into or stuff like that. It just felt weird.
There's a lot of buildings you could walk in for how many.
I know.
I mean,
It
it's New
was
York
cool.
City. There's literally 100 buildings per block.
I don't know.
It was really they made that game so much better.
Mhm.
So I have.
I'm excited to see. I'm
faith.
happy that they're doing free content for the game.
Yep, that's always a really awesome perk.
Yeah.
Um.
Free content is awesome.
So then they showed Starlink, and everyone was like, "God, nobody gives a
Starlink
shit
was
about this game."
whatever. And then the big PogChamp moment, freaking Star Fox. They're partnering with Nintendo a little bit. Star Fox is coming to Starlink.
As a Switch exclusive.
Yeah, the Switch exclusives, but still,
Which
it's
means that Switch is the only place they're gonna sell this game.
Yeah. I mean, if it wasn't for Star Fox, then nobody would honestly give a fuck about this game. Nobody would care about it because it's a Toys to Life game that like Toys to Life games are dead.
Yeah.
I don't know why they keep on I don't know why they tried to bring it back like 3 to 4 years after like it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's cool good for them, whatever, but it's not for me. 100% not for me.
Agreed.
Um,
Then they ended their show with Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey looks awesome.
I'm a biased ass fanboy, but goddamn, this game looked good.
This game looked like the actual setting and everything looks amazing. I definitely will be playing as Cassandra. You can play as both female or male character. I'm definitely playing as Cassandra. Looked really fun. I want to see how the combat and everything works. It feels like it's going to be most likely like the other Assassin's Creed titles.
Wait, what?
Or like Origins at least.
I think the combat is gonna be like Origins, yeah.
I want to see how it feels to like jump around and everything. Ancient Greece has color and everything. It looks fucking awesome.
Yep.
It looks really good.
That's one thing about.
I'm excited to see how the big battles and everything work as well.
Yeah, that looked really cool.
Yeah.
That's one thing
Looks
about
really cool.
Origins that people didn't give it enough time in the game. Like, so you start out in the desert, like in this little village, and then people are like, man, everything's a desert, it looks boring. And then like you get to some of the cities and it's this lush green, like colorful place, but a lot of people didn't make it that far. And it's like
I need to retry it on like PC or something like that. The biggest thing was just audio issue for me. It was I don't know what happened, but audio for me was just not happening at all.
Huh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I loved Origins. It's might be my favorite Assassin's Creed game. So I'm hyped for a more expansive version of that with dialogue options and more RPG elements. So, yeah, that'll do it. Then we'll move
That's
on
the
to
last thing that they showed off, and now
yeah,
the Sony
no.
conference.
Well, we'll talk about the negatives later. Yeah, Sony started out weird as fuck.
Started out with freaking an amazing showing of The Last of Us Part 2.
They
This was
first started
such
out
a
with the banjo dude playing and hanging out in a church.
This was such a good moment for Last of Us Part 2. This was such an awesome.
Great.
Like it was such a brutal trailer. Good like gameplay, big gameplay, sure, but still it was good gameplay showing of everything. I am so excited for this game.
Everybody complained after Paris Games Week when they showed the trailer where they were like breaking that lady's knees and stuff, and they're like, this game is too violent, and they were like, yeah, we hear you, But we don't give a shit.
Exactly.
Come watch this.
Yeah, that was so many, like, that was such a brutal fucking trailer. Like,
And
you could
good.
see people. Yeah, it was a very good and brutal. Like,
yeah.
It wasn't brutal just be like blood to be blood. It was brutal because this world is beautiful. It is like, it's crazy. It's insane. This world is just like, it's a post-apocalyptic or whatever. So like, so this world, like, all the people there are pretty messed up. People are there to get something from you. They're there to either kill you or, like, they're there just for, like, to get something. And I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Like, this game looks, if you're trying to, like, kill their partners, of course they're gonna go after you and everything. They're gonna torture you. And like,
go ahead.
It looks so good.
Yeah, every part of this trailer was awesome for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there wasn't a single moment where I was like, man, that's weird. This trailer, from start to finish, killed it.
Yeah. I'm so excited to play this game. I am so excited to play this game. Cannot wait to see it.
Then they did their weird transition thing and went into the other arena for Ghost of Tsushima, which looked unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, visually.
If you would have asked me, hey, who do you think is working on this? Like, I would have said to you, like, this is a Naughty Dog game.
Yeah.
But this is a Sucker Punch game. Sucker Punch is, like, I love Sucker Punch. They're by far my favorite studio from Sony first party. Such a good game.
God. Dude, some of those skyboxes, as he's riding on the horse and you see, like, the rain in the far distance, you can, like, tell it's raining over there.
It's not even like the skyboxes look beautiful, but if you looked over, like, the fields and everything looked, like, everything looked fucking beautiful in this game.
I mean, I was working my way down. Great. I wasn't just gonna say the skyboxes. I was gonna say everything.
Yeah, I know.
The wheat fields where he's riding through them, and, like,
he's running on his horse through the fields.
You see, like, the deer in front of him scattered, and like goes into the woods, and you got, like, leaves falling.
This game looks very.
He's
beautiful.
running through the mud, and you see, like, the mud kicking up off his feet. I mean, Jesus, yeah, this game is. Now, with that said, gameplay has me a little worried because it looks like it's old school Assassin's Creed where you stand there and wait for the other people to attack you and then you counter. I hope that that's not the whole combat system because that's kind of the whole reason why people fell off Assassin's Creed. You're right, but it gets boring in a, like,
I mean, that's how they showed it off, just like how you can be a samurai, but you can also go ahead and go all full as well. I feel like you can be that, like, going all in to be just sword.
And I hope that's the case. I'm gonna play this game either way. I'm not trying to put this game down. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not putting the game down. I'm just saying I hope that there's more to the combat system than just standing there and waiting for someone to attack and hitting a button to counter. But 100% day one buy.
Day one buy, 100%.
Then they got Remedy's new game, Control, which looked great.
Looked awesome.
A little bit of gameplay mixed in the trailer, it looked like. Really cool. Know very little about it. But yeah.
It's really cool. Like, the gun in there isn't, like... It's really cool how, like... You're, like, pretty much...
It, like, unfolds and then comes back together.
It doesn't look like you have, like, a nozzle or anything. It's, like... It's 100%, like, the character has powers and everything.
It's like it's like concentrates your energy out of it or something. I don't know exactly.
Like, the character definitely has powers and everything, to where she was moving everything around, was doing all this stuff,
throwing stuff at enemies.
It looks so cool. Like, this is what I want from Remedy games. This is definitely this is Remedy. This is 100% Remedy. And I like it that they showed it off at the Sony stage, coming over to all consoles, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, they already confirmed that, I'm pretty sure. Then they went Resident Evil 2 remake. Cool.
Resident Evil 2 remake. This was a big moment. This was awesome. The remake looks so good. Like
it looks like Shadow of the Colossus remake, which is when someone says remake, that's what I expect now. Like if someone says remaster, I expect just an up-res version of the old game. If someone says remake, this is what it has to be.
Yeah, the remake looks really good.
This game has been a long time coming, so it's good that it's finally coming in January, I believe it said.
I'm very excited for this.
January 25th.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
Cool trailer, cool CGI. The gameplay made me very down on this game.
The fact that this is already a Kojima game.
Let me rephrase that. I'm not down on the game. I'm hesitant. It's the first time where I'm worried about what this gameplay is going to be. Yeah. So.
The fact that this is a Kojima game already has me sold 100%. I want to see what this guy has done. I want to see what he's actually doing.
I heard
this is awesome.
A good quote from somebody who is in the similar mindset as me, where like this is the first time they're doubting whether this game is going to be great, and he basically said that Kojima before was reined in by the company, and now that he's free, like, do we really want to see how fucking crazy Kojima can be? Because it might be something we don't want to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, the Metal Gear games were reined in weird Kojima. Like,
I love that, actually. Freaking, let's go. Kojima's awesome. He's so fucking crazy.
I want to see more. I'm still excited for this game, but this is the first time where I'm a little hesitant.
Yeah.
But
so of course, definitely by far my game of the year already confirmed 100%.
Jesus Christ.
Freaking Spider-Man, let's go. Let's go, man. This was a very good trailer. I mean, sure, we got some we got some of the we got our characters that we know. We have pretty much our 5 villains. I'm sure that they're gonna announce one more, and then we're gonna have a Sinister Six. But it looks awesome. Game looks beautiful. The thing, I even saw on Twitter yesterday, I was very excited about. Like, the actual movement in the game looks fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Like, throwing around, swinging around like Spider-Man, jumping from place to place, looks so incredible. It looks like I cannot wait to be Spider-Man. This is 100%. I will feel like Spider-Man from this game.
Yeah.
It looks awesome. It looks so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I already gonna be my game of the year, 100%. Already sold.
I mean, if we're predicting games that aren't out yet as game of the year, it's Red Dead.
I mean, it's coming out soon.
It's
coming out in 3 months or something like that.
Yeah. This is probably going to be a close second, but Red Dead for me, assuming both these games turn out like we hope they will, Red Dead's going to be above it. But that's just personal preference. Nobody, no big deal.
Yeah.
Moving on to Nintendo.
Earlier today.
Yep, just ended
pretty much
45 minutes ago. The first big one that kind of wasn't expected, Mario Party for Switch. Looks cool.
Mario Party Switch looks really good, yeah.
Fits the system well.
I'm excited to see it. It's perfect for the Switch. It is perfect for the Switch. It looks awesome. I'm excited to see what they can do.
Just hit the microphone. Yeah. That's cool. That's October 5th. Fortnite was announced. We all kind of saw that one coming.
Yeah. But still, good.
Coming today, I didn't see. I thought it would be with the online service. So that's cool. Exciting.
Yeah, it's cool that Switch is getting Fortnite, and that's awesome. Fortnite is coming to everything. It's the biggest game right now. So yeah,
Pokemon.
Good for them.
Okay. I mean, they didn't really show anything.
We got decent. I wouldn't have added it to this list because we pretty much got everything shown.
I have it with the question mark. Whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We knew what was
everything that we saw earlier. I feel like we're gonna get like a Pokemon Direct soon. Just showing off like. I'm sure that we're gonna get a Pokemon Direct before the game comes out, showing off like, hey, whatever. This is all the things that we have.
And then
looks really good.
The biggest moment that everyone knew was coming was Smash Brothers.
Super Smash Bros. Yeah. It took like 25 minutes or so, just going at a deep dive into Smash Bros.
Yep.
And I love it.
Real cool.
I love it so much that they did this.
A lot of cool stuff for the fans. Basically everything the fans wanted is coming, so that's cool.
Yeah, this is 100% a game for the fans, for you, pretty much. It's great. It's 100% what everybody wanted.
Yeah. So real quick, the things that I got right that the future got wrong. No Minecraft on the Xbox stage. Called that one. You were very...
Okay, are we just gonna freaking say about everything that I freaking went wrong that I just freaking... Okay, let's talk about all the things that you said that you were gonna come with.
In our notes, you put 1,000% gonna be there.
It's gonna be... It was there at the Nintendo stage. Shut up. No, don't freaking bring up the things that I freaking said that were gonna be there. Shut up.
No Red Dead on the Sony stage.
Oh, freaking let's talk about everything that you said, okay, sir?
Go ahead.
You said that there was gonna be definitely, but Bayonetta, 75% that you said. Definitely not there. 75%? What are you talking about?
That's not definite?
75% it was definitely not being there.
75% is not definite.
Dreams, you said 100%. It definitely wasn't there.
So did everybody.
Everybody did, actually.
That was real dumb.
I was freaking dead. Splinter Cell definitely wasn't there. Boom.
Another one everyone said that I can't believe didn't happen.
Freaking shut up, boy. Don't freaking bring up everything that I said that was gonna be, that may be there. Okay? Shut up, honestly.
What's
Fable game, 60% already. Yeah, definitely
60%.
Was there.
Those aren't definite. Those are possibilities, and they kind of mentioned it without saying the name.
Yeah, right.
Let's use that to skip ahead and go to the worst moments of the entire E3 conference. Starting off, we'll go in order again. EA with their 15-minute mobile game shoutcast.
That was terrible.
What the hell are you doing? Why?
I'm going to say here and now, that was the worst moment of the whole entire show. That was the worst moment of the whole entire show. It brought down the momentum so fucking much.
I don't think there's any question that that's the worst moment of E3.
That was actually terrible.
Then Bethesda with their weird startup concert would have worked. Would have still been weird, but it would have worked if they would have been showing the Rage 2 trailer during it.
Yeah.
Instead,
it would have worked if they brought back, or if they brought out Mick Gordon to do it.
Wow.
If Mick Gordon was brought out, because Mick Gordon is he pretty much makes all the music for Bethesda games.
Yeah, but
if he would have been just rocking out on guitar, fuck yeah, it would have definitely worked.
I think if they would have been showing a trailer or gameplay while the song was going, instead they just took 4 minutes to just have you stare
to just sing a song.
It was like, okay, real weird.
Yeah, it was.
Then Microsoft threw up the Gears of War logo. Everyone was like, hell yeah. And then they break through the wall with Funko Pop Gears of War. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why?
And there was a single clap.
Why?
There was a single clap. Everybody went to, let's go to.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like,
Now,
fuck you.
I'm all for them. If they want to announce this game at E3, fine. Show off Gears 5 first. And then be like, and we also have Gears Funko Pop and Gears Tactics coming right now. You don't show those first.
Gears Tactics was a good announcement for them, actually.
But I agree, but it still should have come after the main Gears game. And not as a trailer, or talked about. Just show.
They just
like
shouldn't. They just shouldn't have opened up with a fucking Funko Pop game.
It was bad.
They should not have fucking done that. That was a big mistake on them.
Yeah.
That was such a stupid move. God.
Then Ubisoft came out, started
Their whole
off
entire
their-
Just Dance.
I will say, this Just Dance presentation, not as bad as previous ones.
The only thing redeeming about this was the marching band playing different songs. Other than that, it was not
as cringy as other years.
I don't know, man. The freaking panda guy just going around, just whatever. Panda guy fucking...
It was weird, but it wasn't as bad
Not
as it
good.
could have been.
It's not good.
Then Sony hypes everyone up as high as you can possibly be hyped with The Last of Us 2, and then was like, and now we're gonna take a 10-minute break. It's like,
Yeah, what?
what?
It was a weird thing for them to do. It was such a stupid thing for them to do. At least they had some announcements to. Exactly, and
Don't worry,
at least they didn't just play Command and Conquer Mobile.
We already said Command and Conquer is the worst moment of this game.
That was by far the worst
Or
moment of
E3. But it was just real weird.
At least they had some announcements. Sure, there were smaller announcements. That was kind of cool though. So they showed off some things.
I like the opening area being in The Last of Us, but I feel like that game was so good that didn't need to be there at all. They could have just had the conference in the or in the final spot, and nobody would have been any less impressed.
Yeah. I did too, actually. It was awesome.
Sure, champ. That was not worth the intermission for me.
It was for me. That was a cool moment.
You were fine with a 10-minute break for a 2-second
It wasn't a
review?
10-minute break. You say that was just like, oh, we're not gonna do anything else. There were announcements in there.
They weren't.
It wasn't like the freaking. It wasn't like the broadcast was just like, hey guys, we're just here to hang out.
I mean, most
and then
of
we're
it
just
was.
gonna say like, what's happening with that? Sure, a lot of it was, but then it was like, hey, here we're gonna announce, boom, Call of Duty new maps. Sure, there were small announcements that you don't care about, but still, they were announcements. They were not just like chilling out there.
It ruined the whole flow of their conference.
It was a weird intermission, but still, it wasn't just like, hey, we're just gonna be like, here's a blank screen, here's a logo, pretty much for 10 minutes. Here, have fun, guys. Like
if they were gonna
they
do
actually
that,
had something
they
there.
should have had 2 different crowds and not had people walk between them.
Yeah, exactly. That's an iconic moment for years to come. Nobody has ever done that. Like, okay, we're gonna switch between this to this.
That's because it's a bad idea.
It was a good idea. It was cool.
They should have done that. If they want to do that, awesome. It was a really cool reveal. I'm not debating that part. But then have a separate crowd in the arena and just go from one to the other. You shouldn't have had the entire crowd.
Sure, that's how they should have done it. But still,
I'm not debating that it was cool. That I'm not arguing that part. I'm just saying it could have been done a lot better.
It should have, or it could have been, yeah. But also, I'm pretty fine with what they did.
It
was a weird. It stopped the pacing a lot for sure. But it was just. It wasn't like they just stopped down and just did nothing. They announced freaking like the Destiny 2 stuff.
Well,
that was pretty big.
Okay, so this will lead into our next thing. They tried to announce Destiny 2, and then that's right when Sony's own personal Twitch stream crashed for everybody.
It happens.
It went offline. It's not a big deal. There's 10 other places streaming it. I just thought it was kind of funny.
not their fault,
They
or
didn't have to do it.
it's
that
not
way.
like. Yeah,
No,
exactly. And
they would still show the exact same thing on the big screen in the main auditorium. It's not like nobody would see it in that arena. You just wouldn't have you wouldn't be in the building. It wouldn't be a big deal at all.
it was a weird moment. But still,
They could have done it
wasn't.
better. I'm not debating that it was a cool moment at all. It could have been done better.
You're also hating on it though.
I'm not. Shut up.
Hating on everything. Shut up, bringing
I
freaking
literally.
bringing up. Oh, this is all the things that you said were gonna come. Freaking shut up! Why did you? Shut up.
That was about
Shut
you. That had nothing to do with E3.
Yeah. That was just like,
No.
what the hell? Like, shut up. Okay, let's talk about the biggest moments.
Yeah.
Of all three.
So,
Three though.
Anthem.
So we went from the worst to the best.
What? Oh yeah. I thought you meant in this section. Anyway, Anthem looked real cool.
Anthem was really cool. I'm excited. 100%.
I'm excited. We talked
Possibly
about
the
these a
biggest
lot
moment of
already.
all of E3. This is
one of them.
Yeah.
Microsoft bought 5 new studios, all going to be first parties. That's a huge deal. Yeah, it's a huge news announcement, and it's a great look for their conference.
It's not even like, oh, this is a cool game, but this is 5 new games, and potentially a lot more. Like, this is big. This is really fucking big for them.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Good for them, honestly. Good for them.
Yeah. Nothing but positive in that. I mean, there's no negative in that for Microsoft.
Yeah.
Division 2, shown at both Microsoft stage and Ubisoft stage, looked incredible on both of them.
Looked incredible on both. The biggest thing for that is that, like, for whenever they showed, like, okay, we're going to be supporting this game for a long ass time, and hey, everything is free.
Right.
And that is a very
that's
like,
a
that is
huge, huge
that's
section.
a big thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, and Schneid. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Yep. I actually thought it was weird when they announced like a week or two ago that Hellblade was coming to Xbox. And I was like, huh, that's surprising. And now it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Hellblade's a great game. And
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what that company does next. So yeah, Division 2, great, free DLC. Played, the demo was awesome. Yeah, nothing negative about Division for me.
Cyberpunk 2077. We'll talk about Game of the Year or Game of the Show by far, but this game blew me out of the water. I was not expecting. I was expecting it maybe, but I was just like, hey, no, it's just gonna be like another game from the Witcher devs. It's not gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. But still, I was like, this isn't for me. And then I saw the trailer, and I was just like, holy shit, this is bringing so many things that I was not expecting. This is so fucking awesome. Like, the trailer looked great.
I'm super hyped. The trailer was great. I can't wait to see more, which is what you want. And I know this game's a couple years off, but I wish I would have seen what this game is. Like,
yeah. I just love the style of it, really.
Yeah. The world looks incredible. I'm totally in on this.
Like whenever every single scene, like whenever it's like they're sitting inside the airplane and they're like someone's head is fucking on fire. Nobody's freaking out. Everybody's just calm. They're just going about their day pretty much.
It kind of looked like everyone's
the only
a
person
robot.
that's actually freaking out. Huh?
Everyone's a robot, I think.
I don't. Nah.
Look at it. There's a lady doing makeup with half her face missing. That dude's head is on fire because he's overheating.
I bet everybody's
the trailer is a robot. You see him get shot and like the paint chips off.
Everybody is a human. I'm sure there's gonna be a few robots instead of this, a few androids, but I feel like they're all humans, except they're very like, they're
So So you're saying
they're augmented
this is the
to be.
okay. So like androids, or not
Pretty much,
androids,
like
cyborgs, half human, half machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like it's
fine.
gonna be that.
That works too.
Yeah. They're not gonna be fully robot though.
Yeah.
I'm 100% because I love sci-fi themes of this. This is awesome. It looks really great. Like the whole entire theme of like. I'm expecting so much from this. The game looks colorful. Everything looks great. I am 100% in.
Yeah. I'm excited. I can't wait to see more. I'm into this world. It looks great, but I just want to see what the game is. So, yeah, I'm excited. I want more.
Yeah.
Fallout 76, big moment. First shared world for Bethesda ever.
Yeah.
You can nuke people. Giant map. Fallout looks really cool if you're into the Fallout games.
Yeah. Looks really cool as well.
Personally, I'm not a big Fallout fan, but I'm intrigued by this because you can play with friends. So that's the one.
I will pick this up if, or like I said earlier, I will pick this up for sure if other people pick it up.
Right.
Then hell yeah, I'm gonna be all in.
Yeah. It's either way though, it's a big announcement for Bethesda, who's been very adamant about being a single player studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, from the Ubisoft side, freaking Beyond Good and Evil 2 looks fantastic. Everything about it looks really great. I'm completely in.
That's another one like Cyberpunk. At least they showed some pre-alpha gameplay, kind of like in the background, but I just want to see more. Like I'm sold on this world. It looks incredible. I just want to see more about it.
I like Fallout. I like the style and everything of Fallout. The only thing I don't like about Fallout is the gameplay. I want to see if they can fix up the gameplay a little bit because the shooting inside of that game, because they don't have the I forgot what the mechanic is called, but like where I can stop time, pretty much select where I'm going to be shooting, and then everything, because
something vac.
Yeah, the vacs. Because they're not going to have that anymore. I wonder how this is going to be.
I keep being excited for every Fallout game because the world is so cool. And then
the world is so cool in Fallout,
every time I buy a Fallout game, I play like 15 hours, 20 hours, and I'm like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't get into them. I love the worlds, but I just can't get into the games.
It's not a shooter, but this one is going to be a shooter, though. I know that, like, so it's an RPG, I know that, but, like, shooting is 100%, it's a main mechanic. And the shooting just it doesn't feel good. And I know it's sandbox RPG, but, like, the shooting is a very big mechanic, and it should feel good, at least. And it doesn't for me. I don't like it. It doesn't feel great.
So, yeah, Beyond Good and Evil 2 looks great. We'll go Assassin's Creed Odyssey next. I'm hyped as hell for this game. I don't know if it's because I'm just a huge Assassin's Creed fan. I feel like a lot of people are talking about how excited for this game they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in. This game is
this game looks great.
Definitely a day one. I mean, granted, they could have announced an Assassin's Creed and shown literally not a thing, and it would be a day one buy for me. But
yeah, and Schneid, I mean, so 90, like, it takes up about like 20 to 33% of your HUD, pretty much, is shooting, or like a gun in your hands. So like, and plus ammo to collect and everything. So yeah, I mean, I feel like it should take up the shooting should feel actually good, but it doesn't feel good to me. Plus this game, Fallout 76, I mean, it's multiplayer, so I want to see what they can do with the story and everything. Of course, the world is gonna feel incredible, like they always do.
Yeah.
This is a Bethesda game. The worlds always feel great.
Shooting nukes at friends could be
feel
good.
Yeah. I want to see what they can do with this.
Yeah. So, yeah, Assassin's Creed, I'm pumped. We talked about it earlier in the pre-show. We talked about all these, so we don't need to go too in-depth here. Last of Us 2 killed it. I mean...
Killed it. Such a great trailer. It's such an awesome trailer.
Arguably the best showing of any game at E3.
One of the best, by far. It was a very good trailer.
The combination of the trailer, like, flowing into the gameplay and then coming back out was great. Really good. I loved everything about it.
Ghost of Tsushima as well. We talked about this earlier, but still, what an awesome looking game.
Yeah.
I am so excited for this game. 100% in.
It's just, beautiful. Great to see gameplay from all these games too from Sony. And to follow that up, Spider-Man. Yeah,
Spider-Man. I'm all in as well.
I didn't need 100%. To see any more gameplay from this game. Like I'm buying it day one, so I didn't need to see anything more from this. But with that said, I'm not upset that we saw this.
Yeah,
like it looked really.
I
cool.
love it.
It
September is so close.
Ended on a teaser, and
September is so close. Right around the corner.
So, yeah, real cool.
Love it so much, man. I cannot wait.
And then Smash Brothers.
Smash Bros. Ultimate, man. Looks like everything the fans want. Everything that the fans wanted. We got a little bit more characters. We got everyone is coming back. Every freaking person. It feels like we're gonna get every single map as well. For sure, we're gonna get like the Omega versions look really great, of course. God, I love this game so much. I cannot wait to see the gameplay that they have later tonight. It's gonna be really great.
I will.
Is the Smash Bros. Invitational? I'm definitely gonna be watching that.
So then, really quick, we'll run over the smaller indie games that didn't get the crazy hype.
Smaller games and indie games of.
Yeah. Unravel 2 looked real cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really even have to talk about these. We talked about all these already. For the most part. We'll talk about the ones we didn't mention.
Yeah.
Which I think is just 2 of them. Sea of Solitude from the EA Originals also looked really great.
Yeah, really great.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I don't know if that counts as an indie game anymore, but
it's a smaller game though.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna say indie games, then we can technically say freaking CD Projekt, or we can say Cyberpunk, because that's indie.
That's why I wanted to stick to the
just like smaller games, not just
recognition.
Yeah.
Captain Spirit we didn't talk about much.
Captain Spirit looks great.
Looks really good. If you like the Life is Strange games, you're probably gonna like this.
I'm completely in. And especially because it comes out in 2 weeks.
And it's free.
Free? Oh yeah. Gonna be definitely playing that.
Session, the skating game, was a Kickstarter, and now it's on Microsoft Stage, so that's fucking cool. That's got to be great for those guys. I also meant to put it in here, but I actually forgot. Also, well, we can go to the next one. The Cuphead DLC.
Cuphead DLC. I love Cuphead. I love the art style. Studio MDR. Love it that they're doing more content for this game. Yeah. It's awesome.
The one that I forgot to put in here was Tunic, the little Fox Zelda clone.
Oh yeah, Tunic. Tunic looks really good actually.
Freaking insane.
I'm definitely
that
100% a Zelda clone.
Phil Spencer said both during the show and after that one person made that game.
Your mic cut out for a little bit. Can you say it again? Sorry.
One individual person made that game.
Yeah. And that was awesome.
Now it's
on really
like
cool to see.
The Microsoft Stage. Could you imagine how insane that would be as a developer, like a single person developer, to not just be lumped in with like the ID at Xbox,
like
montage.
their own individual time. Yeah,
Right. Like that's really cool.
That's hype.
Then Octopath Traveler was at it was at Square's conference and at Nintendo's. Everyone kind of knows about that game good. By now.
I am so excited for that game.
And then
definitely in 2 days, whenever the demo comes out, oh yeah, I'm gonna be playing it.
Yeah. And then Trover Saves the Universe, the Rick and Morty guys' new.
Oh yeah, yeah, I forgot about this game, to be honest.
I don't know. I mean, I don't care about that game. I don't have VR. Plus, I'm not a big fan of that style of comedy. But I know a lot of people love it.
Yeah, it looks cool. I think it's VR as well, so that's awesome. More VR games, love them. So yeah, our personal games of the show.
Yeah. So
we had so many good things this year.
It was a great E3 all around. There were some bad
so far
moments,
I have 3. I don't know. I never it's really hard to choose.
Yeah. So Division 2 is the one that I think had the best showing. Like of this show, I think it was the best shown game.
Yeah.
Like there were 2 different conferences, showed off like 10 minutes at each conference, and all of it was awesome. Like they didn't have a single like faltering moment.
Yeah, they had this was a very good showing for
plus
Division.
Yeah, plus I'm super psyched for that game. That's a pre-order for sure. And then Last of Us 2, I mean, just killed it.
Yeah.
They didn't show as much as like the Division 2 did, but everything they showed was perfect. Like,
yeah, it looks awesome.
Cannot wait for that game.
100%. I'm all in.
No release date though, which is, or not even a release year, which is not
window.
Great.
Yeah.
But
next year, we might get some things at PSX actually as well.
That's possible, or Gamescom, or Paris Games Week,
or pretty much everything. But
Sony just shows
I imagine
up at
something.
Everything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
My personal games of the show, I had 3. I couldn't really choose between all of them. Personally, Cyberpunk 2077, just because, that game blew me out of the water. Did not expect anything from that, really. That I am all in on this game. I am 100% in. I am definitely buying this day one, 100%. Like, this game looks so good. This game looks crazy hype. I'm completely in. And in fact, I'm going to be playing all of the Witcher games as well. Because, whatever. I want to see what they can do. Yeah. Another thing, of course, game of the year for me, I already decided, whatever. Spider-Man, 100%. I am all in on this game. I love this game so much. The fact that, like, I love Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man so much. Yeah. He's my favorite hero.
See, I'm super psyched for this, but personally, I didn't think it was game of the show. Like, it looked great. There wasn't anything new.
For this show, no, it was not game of the show. Right. I'm putting it on here because I fucking love Spider-Man.
Like, out of everything at E3, it's one of the games I'm most hyped for. But as far as game of the show,
as far as the show, no, it's not. And another thing, Smash. Smash brought everything that I wanted from this game, everything that I have been looking for this game. I am so excited for this game. I am pumped. 100%. I'm all in.
Yeah.
Gonna be buying whatever $200 freaking statue that they have, or I'm buying it. I'm buying whatever they have because I fucking love this game. I'm 100% in. But yeah, this concludes our E3 though.
Yeah.
This was a good. This was a good great. E3. Very good E3.
Yeah, I'm hyped. It was a great weekend. 4 days, I think. Yeah, I'm hyped. I can't wait to see some of these and actually play them. That's always the downside of E3 is I get so hyped, and then it's like the first of the games at this conference comes out in 3 months, and I'm like, oh yeah, fuck. But
I love E3.
I'm so, yeah, it was a great year. This was a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah.
Never done anything like this before.
No.
And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I definitely want to do it again.
Well, probably we'll most likely do this for pretty much all the big conferences as well. I know that I had fun with this. We might. I don't know.
You're talking about like Gamescom and stuff? And
yeah.
Maybe.
Or like if they have conferences and stuff, they'll talk about it, of
course. Most of them don't do conferences for those, but yeah.
Yeah. This was fun.
I guess I'll tease this. We've also been talking about doing a podcast, kind of similar to this, where we maybe get a couple other people in here and just...
Yeah. It's not going to be games focused. It's going to be a lot of other things as well.
Games may come up.
Just pretty much. Games, of course, will come up because I'm a big nerd, of course. I'm going to be talking about games. But it's not going to be like, okay, let's talk about the games news this week. We're going to be talking about whatever.
Right, yeah. It's not going to be like a game show, but it's going to be more of a...
It's just going to be us
let's just hang out.
Pretty much.
Yep. And we'll invite in some guests. We'll get some people in here. We'll have fun. And, yeah. So that's something coming up in the future. And, that, I think, is going to do it for us for our E3 coverage.
Yeah.
So...
Thank you guys for coming. This was awesome. I love E3.
Yeah, thank you. Anyone who stopped by at all during the week, thank you guys. And thank you guys for watching it later on YouTube. And
thank you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it so much.
Everybody have a great rest of your E3.